Hello friends, I am Bandy from Erisha EduSupport. Erisha EduSupport is the best test prep company in India, catering to the students all over the world. This particular video is meant for the students who are going to take the digital SAT on the 11th of March outside of the US. And in this video, I will talk about one very important aspect of the test taking, which is managing your time. So this is one of the first video in the series for the test taking tips. So as we already know that on the digital SAT, in the reading and writing section, we will get 27 questions to be answered in 32 minutes. That means we have on an average slightly more than a minute per question. But fortunately for us, every question is not going to take the same time. And it will be good for us to answer the questions which are going to take less time first, because within a section, all the questions carry equal marks. So it shouldn't happen that I spend a lot of time in doing questions which are going to take long time. And after that, I'm not left with enough time to answer the questions which are going to take less time. So that is why you should answer the questions which can be answered quickly first, and then answer the questions which are going to take longer time. So let us see that which are the questions which are going to take less time. Number one, they call it word in context questions, where we have to come up with a word or phrase in the place of a blank. Certainly these questions will not take long time. You can answer these questions within less than a minute. The second type of questions which is going to take less time are the transition questions. In these questions, you have a blank and you have some portion of the text before that and some portion of the text after that. And you have to find out the best transition word which will fit in that particular blank. Apart from that, we have two types of questions under your standard English conventions, which are also going to take less time. One type of question are the form, structure, and sense questions, where they are asking you to come up with a word which will fit the blank, and most of these will deal with grammar point, some grammar point. And apart from that, we have the boundaries questions. These boundaries questions are mainly the punctuation questions, which are also going to take less time. So these are the four types of questions which are certainly going to take less time. And how you will be able to identify these questions? You will always find that these are the questions which are taking, where the answer choices are short. Like this. So that will tell you that these are the questions which can be answered quickly. But there is another type of question which also takes less time, but may look like very long and time-consuming question. And those questions are the rhetorical synthesis questions, whatever it means, like that. These rhetorical synthesis questions can also be answered quickly. And I will talk about that in a separate video. So overall, we have these 5 types of questions which are going to take less time, and we should be able to answer these questions in less than a half a minute on an average. Like this. So which are those 5 types of questions? Number 1, words in context. Number 2, transitions. Number 3, form, structure, and sense. Number 4, boundaries. And number 5, rhetorical synthesis questions. But before I end, I would like to tell you one more thing, is that follow your own order of difficulty. So within any question type, unfortunately for us, similar question types will be clustered, right? But within those question types, suddenly if you're stuck with one particular question, do not spend too much of time on that question. Just mark it, right? And move on, right? Mark your answer, something. And if you have time left, then come back and review that question. And if you are able to manage your time this way, you will definitely score better on your digital essay. Wish you all the best for those of you who are going to take the test on the 11th of March. And do come back to us sharing your experiences after the test. And later on, if you want to take the test once again, or if your friends or anybody else wants to take the test, bring them to Erisha EduSupport, because we will be able to provide them all they need for taking the test and scoring the best. Thank you so much.